Walten Files is pretty interesting, though. I kind of describe it as a better written Five Nights at Freddy's. What happens if I start speaking and it's really concise, but then I get mixed up and I start speaking about events out of order? So you know that thing, the one with the animatronics, the one with William Afton and the guy named like Steve Jobs or whatever. Yeah, that one. Well, we're not talking about that. We're talking about its cooler cousin, the Walton Files. The Walton Files was uploaded to YouTube by a creator, Martin Walls, but basically it's like a series of found footage and like compiled letters. The basis of it is that there are these kind of animatronics that have like this friendly outward appearance, but they're actually evil. But it's okay because they do it well. I'm losing my train of thought. This is so crazy. Felix Krinken and Jack Walton founded the restaurant Bond's Burgers, where they had robot entertainers, which were, what are they called? Oh my god, I deadass forgot. Okay, well, I don't remember what the group name for them were, but I know that there's Benny, Bon Shaw, Buzu, and then there's this clown whose name I can't remember, but it's okay.
You
I think
should
it's
just make
Billy.
up names if you can't remember them.
Billy, it's Billy, it's Billy, it's Billy. One night, what the fuck is his name? Jack Walton. Jack Walton. Listen, I don't work well under pressure. I'm just kidding. I do. No, anyways, Jack Walton asked Felix Kranken, who was his like best friend at the time and business partner, to take his children to a school event. Now, at the time that this occurs, Felix had a bit of a drinking problem. He would drive the kids home from that event while intoxicated, and he ends up taking the life of both of those children, which is relevant a little bit later, but it was a concept that was introduced quite early in the series. And so then that happens. And we find out that after this, Jack Walton goes missing. There are employees hired by the Bunny. Is it called Bunny Smiles? By this company to check on a warehouse because they're trying to restore the animatronics that have been put away after Bond's Burgers was shut down because of the disappearance of several of its employees. There's this dude who goes in to check on the animatronics and he finds Bond and he shines the flashlight on Bond and then Bond jumps him. And he doesn't make it out. Let's just say that. And then after that, there's this group of people who come in basically doing the same thing, just checking on the animatronics or just the warehouse itself because I think there was a disappearance that they were made aware of. I could be remembering that wrong. And one girl wanders off on her own. And you know how things go whenever people wander off on their own in horror settings. Yeah, it did not end well for her. They never found her. She was just gone. They thought that she had left the facility. A bit later in the sequence, we're introduced to Sophie, who is the daughter of Jack Walton. She plays the game, the Bunny Farm game. It goes over like a lot of the concepts that happened in actual real life. Although I think that the canon state of Bunny Farm is kind of being debated right now because of some of the content that they had in Bunny Farm they're not able to use anymore due to copyright. So I'm not sure how valid any of that is anymore. But after Bunny Farm, after like a few years of hiatus, we got another video, which was insane. Oh my god. So basically, we figure out not only was it lore heavy, but it was so well animated. Like, honestly, it was so worth the wait. We see kind of exactly what happened to Felix after he had unfortunately taken the lives of Jack's children, and he ends up going home and keeping the robotic doll, the bunny doll that the children carried. He takes it home with him before dropping it off at the restaurant. This video would have taken place before any of the other events, I think, because obviously there are people alive that are no longer alive. And also in this video, oh my goodness, what is her? There's a woman who has to check up on some of the animatronics before she can go home. She was aware of the thing that Felix had done, which I'm not sure if that ties in or not. There are a lot of working theories at the moment, but her name is Susan Wooding. She goes to check on the animatronic, I think. This is stressful. And she ends up.
You can say literally anything. It can
No,
be
I think
funny.
the majority of this has been
That's fine. It hasn't sounded
um
like it.
I'm losing my train of thought. This is so crazy. What did they called? Oh my god, I dead ass forgot. Uh, what the fuck is his name? The majority of this has been that was absolutely terrible. She checks on stuff in the room where Bon is, and unfortunately, Susan Woodings gets attacked by Bon. She's killed by Bon, and then she gets like transported to this like weird third dimension where we see that Jack's children, maybe their names will come to me in a vision because I can't remember them at the moment, are living there, kind of in this weird plane of existence. I guess I was kind of like similar to a limbo. But also while we're there, we meet Bon, like not the animatronic Bon, but this dude named Bon. And he's like really creepy. We don't know anything about him at all, other than he has this kind of thing where he wants to make people beautiful. And he does this by giving them new bodies, the new bodies being the animatronic suits. So I guess it was kind of inspired by Five Nights at Freddy's. It has a really clear, concise storyline that does follow a series of events. Would probably be understood more if you were to watch the actual series and not listen to me ramble about it. But what can I say? I am just an individual who likes themselves some animatronic horror. The video basically ends with Susan accepting whatever offer Bon had made to her, and you see a little clip of Susan's eyes opening inside of the Banny animatronic.
Mind boom.
And that was pretty cool. That was absolutely terrible.